So please join me in welcoming Lou with their talk, I Am Not Dead Yet.
I'm not dead yet.
Which
yeah.
is a very good thing.
Thank you. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm starting my timer. All right. We're off. Okay. My name is Lou, or Luke. Either's fine. And I am not dead. Yet. But one day I will be. I am going to die. But for now, I'm alive. Yeah. Which means I can be here, live, speaking to you now, live, right now. Which means anything can happen. Anything can happen. Except, that's not really true, is it? I mean, sure, I'm standing here live right now, but I'm giving you a highly rehearsed, pre-scripted talk. This doesn't feel live to me, right? This may as well be a recording that you watch 2 weeks from now. I mean, look, I have all my slides pre-prepared here, with my, you see, with my script at the bottom telling me exactly what to say. Look, here's where I say, hi, I'm little Luke, this is fine, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I make stupid videos about my coding projects, blah, blah, blah. I'm part of a collective called Sandpond. I'm part of a group called Pasta Gang, blah, blah, blah. And I keep going through my slides until the end. Oh. So now that I've run out of slides, now I really am live. Which means anything can happen. Except that's not really true, is it? Because even this is highly rehearsed and pre-scripted. What you're seeing on the screen, is not live. It's actually a video that I recorded. I recorded 2 weeks ago. Look, it's right here. Look, if you just. Nothing about this is live, Oh, wait. I'm not live. Right? I'm not live yet, right? Are you following? Right. Are you following so far? Right? Okay. On the scale of liveness, from not live to too live, we're here. We're not live. We're not live yet. So let's do an experiment. Let's gradually increase the liveness of this talk. Until we get to too live, and then we'll find the sweet spot. Right? And maybe we'll learn where that is and why that is. Maybe, but anything could happen. So let's start simple. This is Sandpond, and this is a live demo, right? So this is live. This is Sandpond. It's a simulation I made a long time ago, and you can create elements in it. And I made a whole bunch of things that I made earlier, not now. So this is water. You can put down like stone and fire to like do stuff, and then the slime. The script quality is going to level down, right? And you can do other things, like I have this rainbow sand, and then if you want to like clear the screen, this is live demo, right? And you can also drop carrots, and you're wondering why can you drop carrots, and that's for the rabbits, right? And we've got cheese, and you might be wondering why have you got cheese, and that's for the mice, right? And you can do fun stuff in this, but all of this I've coded earlier. So like, look, if I just like look up a simple element, you can see you can't see it because I need to fix dark mode, but you can see the code for this sand element, and it's done with these before and after pictures. But look, you can't edit it. It's just a live demo, right? So so let's see. Yeah, we've gone up. We've gone up just a little bit. Is everyone feeling okay? All right, all right, okay. So, when I made this a long time ago, I think probably the most satisfying thing about this project for me was that someone called Sam Destoy made something with the tool, with the engine. They coded these wonderful trees, and then they made these gorillas that climb up it. And this was really, really amazing for me. It's like someone on the other side of the world made something in this, and yeah, I felt like a connection to this person. We had a call. It was great, and I really tried hard to convince other people to make things with. I made so many tutorials, and no one made anything. It was just Sam. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. And so we could. I think the problem was it was too. You couldn't make stuff. You couldn't make stuff in the tool, right? You couldn't live code it. You had to go out and you had to refresh, blah, 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 blah. So, let's go a bit liver, right? I think we need to go liver, right? So I made this thing called Cellpond. Here it is. Actually, I'm doing a workshop on this on Saturday. So this is Cellpond, right? And what you can do is you can draw stuff on the screen, and you can clear the screen, and you can draw some more, and you can clear the screen. Are you following? Right? Okay. And I'm drawing white because in the top left it's white, but if I open white, you know that every color is made of red, green, and blue. So I can change one of these channels and draw a different color. I'm going to change like the green channel to this. And I get a different color if I avoid the bug. And then what I can actually do is drag a range of colors. And I can draw a range of colors, okay? Are you following? All right, or I can like remove some of these channels, and I say, actually, I'm just gonna draw in the red channel. Do you see that, right? Yeah, okay, I'm getting distracted. I'm gonna cut to the chase. So what you can do is you can make these rules. You can say like, every green square on the grid, we're going to change it into, I don't know, like pink, right? And watch this, boom, like all the green changed, and I've coded that, I just live coded that. And if I draw more green, it changes into pink. I'm going to pause it, draw some green, unpause it. Are you following? Right? Okay, so what you can do is, actually, wait, I think I turned everything to pink. And okay, what you can do is you can make a rule that's bigger than just one square. I could say if pink is above black, then swap their positions, right? So I'm going to pause it. I'll put down some pink. When I unpause it, what's going to happen? What? You've watched my videos. It's cheating, all right? but yes, right. Watch this. Yeah, it falls down, right? And you can. It's kind of like falling like sand, right? And you can make another rule, like with any size. You could say like, actually, if pink is above black but kind of to the side, then actually replace that with this. And now it's like falling down diagonally as well. Do you see that? And I can like flip this rule in both directions, and I've made pink sand. Can you see, right? And did you see how I was building when I was building those rules, sometimes unexpected stuff was happening because I'd like half made a rule, right? And I find that kind of interesting. Like if I just take off one of these squares, like suddenly we get a very different kind of rule. Like and you can go very, very, very far with this. And I've made some earlier, so this is not from scratch. Okay, so this is like a little lightning element that I made, right? And watch this. I'm gonna like make a new element that's like my lightning spawner. So I say like, if there is an orange square, then put like pink below it, and that's like spawning lightning now, right? And now I can test out some lightning changes. So I'm not sure what these rules really do, but I can try like turning them off, okay? And seeing like the different things that happen. Okay, that's interesting. Like, okay, this one, it looks like it's making it go diagonally, or I could try like changing one of these. Whoa. Okay, I could try changing one of these rules, but as I'm doing it each time, like strange things are happening. In fact, I kind of like this. Ooh. So now this one is only reducing. So the down arrow here, it means it's reducing red, and we get something completely different. I don't even know what's going on. I'm just changing the code and like working my way through it. Like every time I rehearse this is completely different, right? Even though I've started with, so we're going a bit more live, right? Can you feel it? Can you feel like the quality, like, yeah, but it's not about quality, it's about energy, right? And so, and like, you can split these squares into smaller squares and go deeper and deeper and make fractals and things like this with this tool as well. Like, and I can just like play around with, I don't know, the shape of this fractal. So what it's doing, it's saying any pink square, replace it with like this pattern, right? And it's like this recursive thing that keeps going and keeps going, and I can just try playing around with different ways of doing this. Like, what happens if, I don't know, like I add a bit of like random rotation, right? It's going to make a completely different thing, right? And it's just something to play with. And I'm going to refresh this so it doesn't crash in the background, right? But look, like we've got quite a bit liver now. I think we're live coding now. I think, you know, it's not your normal tippy tappy live coding. That got more laughs than I expected, right? but it is live coding, and actually, yeah, it works. Lots of people made things with this tool and sent it to me. So this is some really nice waves made by Ori. This is a game of life simulation made by Pa Louie, and I really like the way that this is like pulsing back and forth to carry out this computation, and this is really, really impressive, by the way, as well, this one in particular. And lots of people shared their little snapshots of Cellpond. So yeah, that did a lot better. However, they're still snapshots, right? We're only seeing like one little moment in time of what someone's made, right? We could definitely go a bit liver, right? Yeah, are you ready? Okay. This is where it gets really silly. All right. So this is a roost, and I need your help. Okay. Would you be okay to come up onto stage with me? Okay, fantastic.
Because it's here.
Okay. Testing. Actually, why am I testing? Can you test it?
I can.
Yeah. All right, we got one of these ones. All right.
Does this work?
Yeah, it works.
It works.
Okay, great. Stand here. So you're in charge. Okay. So this is a roost, and when you first load a roost, you get this mantra: normalize sharing scrappy fiddles, and it means like I don't know what it means, but it means like make it okay for people to share stuff that they're shy about, right? And that's what this tool is all about. Okay. So are you ready?
Kind of.
I'll take it. All right. So we have this arrow on the screen. Can you see that?
I can see the arrow on the screen.
Oh yeah, you see it down there. All right. No, that's fine.
I can see one behind me and one in front of me.
I'm going to click this out, and now I have this recording arrow, right? And you've got a very important job because you need to speak into 2 microphones. There's a microphone here for the computer, and there's a microphone here for the people, all right? So come here, all right? I'm going to click record, and then I need you to say something, okay? Ready?
Bebopalula.
All right, let's see if it worked. Yeah, there's the pause.
Bebopalula.
All right, fantastic, and we'll turn it up. And I need you to say something else. Are you ready?
Bebopalula. Something else.
All right, very clever. All right, here we go.
Something else.
Okay, so we have,
Something else. Bebopalula.
and what you can do is you can drag them down to make them lower, or drag them higher
Something else.
to make them higher. And the purpose of this is to kind of be an icebreaker, and it sounds a little bit silly. Okay, we're going to do one together now. Okay, you ready? Okay, and what we can do is we make this instrument. Oh wow, I'm going to delete that. But okay, and by the way, you can delete these sounds as well. But if you delete one of these important nodes, then it comes back on the side that you see that. Right? If I delete this, and it pops back. Even if I even if I, don't worry about zooming out too far because. Even if I zoom out and I delete one, then here it is. Right? Okay, fine. So we're gonna. Yeah, I need someone else. In fact, James, could you come and help?
I'll be honored.
All right, right. So.
Oh. Again.
I have 2 of those.
Just hold this. Okay. Right. So I'm gonna count. I need you to continue. Okay. 1.
2.
No, not yet. All right. Now.
What?
2.
Sorry. That works.
All right. Stop. Yeah. All right. You're in charge. I need you to carry on from 1. Okay, you ready?
2.
Okay. Wait, microphone's here. Microphone.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Just hit me when you're.
All right. Let's go. Okay, you ready?
2.
And in this one as well. Yes.
3.
Okay, I think 3's enough. I like your readiness. This is good. Okay, so what you can do is we have these numbers now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, perfect. And what you can do is you can attach them so they fire at the same time.
1, 2.
But I'll just adjust the start of that 2 so they happen more at the same time.
2, 1.
Okay, so they're all happening roughly at the same time. And what I can do is I can hit this button again, and it makes them happen one after the other.
1, 2.
Do you see that? And I can make a chain.
1, 2, 3.
And what I can do is I can make a loop, right? You see that?
1, 2,
Yeah.
3. 1, 2.
And we can record
3.
more sounds. So can you give me a
1, 2,
hi-hat?
3.
Come here.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Oh, I
3.
forgot to mute the background.
1,
Hold
2,
on, do it again.
3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Can you come and give me a
1, 2,
bass drum?
3.
Right, ready?
1, 2, 3.
Boom! Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1,
That's-
2,
I
3.
hear it. It's like-
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, and I need
1, 2, 3.
I need one more person. Sarah, could you come? Okay. You can use the immunosuppressant shaker.
Great.
Okay, so just stand there. Yeah. Okay, right, so we're going to perform a song. We're going to write a song. We're going to make a song. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So what you're going to do is you're going to be our vocalist.
Okay.
All right, and you're also going to be in charge of these 2 alternating.
Okay.
Right? They're going to take turns. Well, it's going to be your turn, then your turn, then your turn, and we'll keep going forever.
Okay.
Okay? So let's all right, let's go. Give us a vocal first. Okay, and then next.
And then
Come nice. You need to come nice and close. Okay, and then next. Okay, and then.
My fault, sir.
Okay, and Jane, what you need to do is just keep recording, right?
Okay. I keep making sounds.
Okay, and next.
And then go.
Okay, good. And then next, and give him a round of applause each time. Okay, ready, come. All right. Boom. Okay, now the solo. Yeah, a round of applause. Okay. Okay, and now do you hear that? That's our song. We just made that with our bodies. So if I mute this, we'll be able to carry it on. Right? So what we're going to do, I'm going to mute that in a second, and then we're going to do a live performance of the song that we just composed. All right? You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And that's a wrap. Give him a round of applause. So this was a little bit more live, right? Okay, let's go back. So we've gone quite a bit up on liveness, and it's been pretty amazing to see what people have made with this tool. And when people have made stuff in the tool, they've shared themselves using the tool. There hasn't been a snapshot of the tool. It's like they're showing how they're clicking and playing it. And it was really special for me to see people's personalities or their moods or their preferences, come through in these performances way more than just a little snapshot. And it was interesting to see people use it and different ways they were using it. So there's this guy, Alex McLean. You probably haven't heard of him, but he's pretty big in the live programming world. And he actually cheated because he didn't record stuff. He hacked it and put his own samples in. But no matter what people did, it was always like the playing of an instrument that they've made, right? It wasn't just letting it run. It was people creating something and then sharing how they used it, which felt really special to me. This one, I think it's someone's boyfriend hoovering in the background, and they use that as a sound. So this was very special for me, but these are still recordings, right? We can do it in person here, but there are all these people around the world. We're only connected by a recording. It wasn't really, we can go liver, right? Are you ready? Right. So one way of being live is by doing a live stream, and we're actually live streaming right now. Here we are. It's live on YouTube. And the funny thing is, if I turn up the volume here, then it starts to become very weird for me. Because it just becomes very hard for me to finish a sentence. And it starts to create this feedback loop. The microphone is picking up slight little bits of the audio coming out, and it's complete brain freeze for me right now. But I can make it worse. I can take in
But
some
I can
of
make
the
it worse.
device audio
I can take in some
into
of
the mix as
device
well.
audio
And then it really starts to create this feedback
into the
loop.
mix as well. And then it really starts to create this feedback loop.
And so, in my opinion, this is even more live.
So
Because what's happening is that, like, when I make a decision live, that decision has even more ramifications. Because I don't just say it once, it's like it gets stuck in the loop, and there's no escape, and it starts to make this weird soundscape and fractal effect. I'm getting a little bit better at speaking when I'm speaking. But of course, yeah, like people from around the world could be, watching this right now and seeing my brain. All right, shut up. Okay, so I'm just gonna let the loop die for a second and then reset. I mean, the fun thing is, you can use this like in I guess music sets. Like if you put in like one note, then it means that it will start to loop around and it won't leave. And it's like, for me, this is a very different kind of live coding, where instead of like controlling the sounds that I'm putting out, it's more like steering this sound that's outside of my control, kind of using YouTube as a material, right? And it's very different in different places because the latency is different, and like even the quality of the audio is different. Okay, the crazy thing is I can stop playing Strudel and the music carries on, right? And I can just sort of like inject little things, just small subtle additions. and I can like tweak how that feedback's working by what the hell? All right, okay. So that's this is, for me, this feels even liver, right? And the way I discovered this was I made a video once, and someone did a reaction video of it. And I did a reaction video of the reaction video on a live stream. And then I did a reaction video of that reaction video. And then I did another one. And this, I think at this point it was like 2 hours in, 2.5 hours in. And then I did another one. And I started to, I guess, like, so if you've ever sort of like seen your decisions from an hour ago and like sort of be confronted with them, it's a really weird feeling. It's like this is if you love repetition, then you should try this. And then I did another one, and then I did another one, and I did another one. You're not going to believe what's coming. And the funny thing is that when people comment in chat, they get like multiple goes for me to notice them. And it means that people start putting things here for the future to read. So it's like when you get so live that you're actually going into the future. And the funny thing is that the audience watching it was a huge part of this. I didn't actually have to do much. People created their own storylines out of it and named every single iteration of me based on what they ended up doing. This is Tentacle Blunderloo. Just watch it. It's only 4 hours. And I did a sequel as well, which was 8 hours. This means boosh, and most people don't know what this is because they haven't watched the 8-hour live stream. But I promise you, some people are like rolling around in laughter right now. And on that live stream, it was the first time I learned Strudel on the live stream. Which is why I discovered this weird like repetition thing. This for me is like one of the most live things you can do, because you're and I actually do this now. This is how I use Strudel now, like for serious stuff, not just silly stuff, and I really love it. I love like how kind of freeing it is because you're not in control of it, you know? You're not in control. You put something in the loop, you don't know what's going to happen. And it comes back to you with something completely different. We could go liver, right? All right, we could, so, have you heard of Pasta Gang? So, So if you have a laptop, I would suggest going to noodle.cc right now. And so what Noodle is, typing is to say. So Noodle is a Flock client. So Flock is something made by Damien Silvani, made for collaborating in live coding tools across the internet. And we made, or the Pasta Gang community made another Flock client. Is sound coming out? That's the question. I heard sound coming out of someone else's. I know why. I think the internet has just got really slow. Because everyone, okay, so so it may not be loading samples for me. At all. Is no sound coming? All right, let's refresh. Is Strudel is Noodle even on? This is really live. Okay. So you can see all these cursors right now. Some people are here in the room, in this room, and some people are, I guess, distributed around the world. And this might be a really bad idea, but you know, here we are. Someone always does pro. I can see TH4, Polymorph, Gorka, Kubo, Jame, Hello, ICLC, Sad, C, Archaic Tech, Void, Rob there, Fresmop, Yatsu, FFDA, Ulysses, Fresmop, this, saw that, XYZ. I mean, at this scale, it feels quite hard to do anything productive, but. Happy birthday, Floor. Okay, all right. Oh, and the music keeps going. All right, okay. What the hell was that? Right, what the hell was that? So let me explain. This, it's fine. All right, so this was maybe getting too live, right? Maybe. What the hell was that? Okay, so a while ago, I was doing a lot of strudling. I was, I guess, lamenting that I really enjoyed strudling, on my own, strudling. And I really liked sharing little snapshots of things that I'd made with other people, and it was really fun seeing other people, I guess, remix those, do things with them, and I also had experiences of jamming in person with other people, and I was really, really longing for a way of doing that over the internet. And I posted my gripes about this on the internet, and Felix Roos suggested you could do collab strudel with flock.cc. It's a lot of fun. And so I decreed that I was going to stop using strudel, and I would do all my coding in one flock room. And people can join me, that's cool. People might not join me, that's cool. That's the same as before. But it turns out people did join, and that flock jam has been going on for 7.5 months. And that's Pasta Gang. And the first ever session, I think Felix, Axe, I don't know who Axe is, and someone else, and me, and Felix recorded it. And I guess at this point, we didn't know it was gonna turn into something. Like in the early days, just having 4 people there was this crazy moment. I met Vegemite Pumpkin this week. There they are, right? I had no idea who Vegemite Pumpkin was, but having 4 people was a huge deal. And I guess we've just had loads of people in this one room. Very shortly after I started always going to this one room, I wanted to make an easy way for people to find it. So made a little like wrapper that wraps lock, and it always goes to the same place, and it also gives a bit of context so people wouldn't be really confused. Hell is plastic hair. And this is also when we started adding some features, like a little ticker tape at the top, a mantra, similar to a roost earlier. It's like a bit of, I guess, advice that we give to ourselves, that we often put there. Like one of the things we say is let code die, because one of the things we notice straight away is that people are very anxious about deleting other people's code. And actually that's really important when you're collaborating. So let code die comes at the top, and it went round on a cycle. And every time let code die, or there was one that said you must delete, people would just go and let all the code die. They'd delete everything and start from scratch, or like they'd go to scratch, you know? Because if you never do that, you just keep building it, it just turns into there, right? And another one was bad code only, right? I guess this is really important. I guess a lot of people are only used to coding solo or coding with someone that they maybe know really well. But when you're collaborating with anyone, one way of doing that well seems to be to really reduce the quality of your code. And then it becomes easier for other people to jump in. When I saw people doing really complicated stuff, people would just like they'd sometimes be on their own in a little silo. And by the way, some weird sort of like I guess like community practices developed. Like one of them was every time you write Jux Rev, it's like tradition to write thanks Yaksu. And I think this is because Yaksu like said, oh, try Jux Rev, try Jux iter for Jux Press as well. And so I think like the first time this was written, it was like a genuine acknowledgement. And then but it just became this practice, and it's almost like casting a spell, like, because you never know what's going to happen with Jux Rev. Well, if you're me, right, I never know what's going to happen. So it feels like it's like throwing salt over your shoulder. And the other day I saw Yaksu himself doing a Jux Rev without thanks Yaksu, and it was erroring, and I came in and wrote thanks Yaksu, and it fixed it. That's all I'm saying. You gotta remember to do it. At some point, we realized actually we could build our own Flock client. We don't just need to wrap Flock, and that's how Noodle was born. Felix made the first repo and created the Pasta Gang organization, and I guess the standards for how the Pasta Gang community comes from Noodle. Everyone can change Noodle. All changes get accepted, full stop. And the spirit of this jam where anyone can do anything got brought into building the project itself as well. And there's this, and this is called, this practice is sort of jokingly being called jam-oriented programming, or JOP for short. Like sounds legitimate, but it basically, and I've been using it in some of my other projects too. And it's a sort of a standard practice to say merging without checking. Only do this if your project doesn't contain any big like abuse vectors, right? But in Pasta Gang, there's no auth, right? So there's nothing to unauth. Because anyone can make any change, Noodle has ended up with having some very strange features. One of them is that pasting is disabled, but you can turn on pasting by going to settings and turning on pasting mode, but then typing is disabled. So it's like one or the other. It's not that pasting is discouraged, it's that if you're going to paste, like commit to it, you know? I would say that currently pasting, as of last week, Pasta Gang moves very fast, so these slides got out of date as of last week. Can now paste, but it comes up with this very helpful message when you do. And the reason for that is that James committed this change in a club in London with one hand. And I don't know if it was intentional or like half accident, but ended up like having their finger on the H key. And I think it stuck around because it's funny. Undo is also typically disabled. This one was committed by a complete newcomer during a set, and everyone was told, refresh Noodle, and then suddenly undo was gone. I think some people were less happy with this change, but it stuck around. You know, you can change it. Another weird feature is weather. I think Alex alluded to this the other day. So every 25 hours, which is a Noodle day, the weather has a chance to change, and it's like it's deterministic. So we can give a weather forecast. We have some very strange, and weather does things. So one of them is it changes. There's one, everyone is mantra. It changes everyone's name to the current mantra at the ticker tape at the top. And the mantras is one of the most sort of fought over places. Like people go and change the mantra all the time, add new ones, remove them all, change how they rotate. But you can, of course, use a different Flock client, and then you're sort of free from Noodle weather. MSN weather that changes certain phrases into emoticons. I actually had to disable this just before the talk because MSN weather like kicked in like an hour ago. My favorite is no Noodle weather, and that means that Noodle is not available for a day. I actually think this is quite important because it's sort of preparing us for the fact that someone might just come in and delete it all and like remove all the history, and we'll probably recover it, but it's forced us to find different clients as well. This guy Daniel in the London live coding scene had this mad idea of getting Pasta Gang, the artist, to perform at an algo rave. And at first I thought that's ridiculous. Like that pasta gang is not a person, it's not a group even. It's just a room. It's more like a place. But we did it. We tried a 15-minute pasta gang performance. Oh, and see, File Need, Luca, I told you you were in here. This is File Need, who I met for the first time recently. Okay, so we had people performing like up at the front. We had the people performing in the club elsewhere. Some people round at the bar, and lots of people over the internet. And we kept doing this each month and like twice a month. And I think we learned a lot about the things you can do. One of the things you can do is just sit on the floor in front of the projector. You don't need to be plugged in. And so this is, and in Pasta Gang style, this is an error message there. So like error face. We kept like getting Pasta Gang got invited to more and more events. So this is at Naughty Fingers, which is this queer-led, like experimental music and risque event. And Pasta Gang was invited to a 45-minute slot there, which we somehow managed to do. And it's funny seeing Pasta Gang like listed on set lists because it's not a person, right? Like so when I said, yeah, I'm sure Pasta Gang can do this. I didn't even know if I was going to go, but I thought someone would go, right? And at the very worst, you just open your laptop and let it run. The funny thing is that because there's no like central place to discuss all of this. People often use the Pasta Gang hashtag on Mastodon. So I think some people think that the name of the band is hashtag Pasta Gang, and actually on Resident Advisor it now has a page hashtag Pasta Gang. Pasta Gang, the imaginary artist, has started making money. And of course, it doesn't feel right to give this to any like individual because often 20 plus people are involved in one like gig, often like all around the world, anonymous sometimes. So we've just been donating all of it to the open source software we use and causes we care about, like the Palestine Solidarity Campaign. I think the most experimental event was this London Algo Raid. And this one was less of a performance. It just started at 9:30 and went until they kicked us out. And what you can see here is that like these tables are like set up so anyone can come and play, and even complete beginners. So I think, yeah. So let me show you. No, I'll skip ahead. And so like this person here, they've never live coded before, right? But they were there for over an hour, and that's on Lucy Cheeseman's laptop, who went to the other room to like watch a set, just like left the laptop. Oh, and it's more of like a communal space to hang out and I guess make things together. Like when it's not a set, the energy can sort of go up and down and go to strange places. The other thing that some people take part who either they don't know how to live code, or they don't want to, or maybe it's not that Noodle doesn't yet support their language of choice. So lots of people just leave comments to put on the big screen. And so this is like a kind of a play on that mantra I showed you earlier, right? The bad code only idea. We're not here to do a good performance. We're here to do something together. And I think people enjoy that. Oh, the other thing we try and do is we encourage people to record as much of it as they can, like take film footage and take photos, because there are so many people joining from actually, watch this. Okay, can you see? That's one person filming. That's the other person filming. So I had this video, and I saw, oh, they're filming. So I reached out to Zanlan, and I asked, oh, I saw you were filming. Can I have the footage? And she gave it to me. And what we do is we like put them into these big supercuts. And the idea is that people who, like, either they can't attend or they don't want to attend, the idea is we still give them a sense of what it's like to be there. So if they're joining from afar, they can be involved in some way. And that's really, I think that's really important. Especially like, you know, we're in a post-pandemic world and some people don't want to go in these tight little rooms, or some people don't live in London. Like, I'm very fortunate to live somewhere like London. There's the crow again. And it's great. I love seeing like these different angles put together. So that's some pasta gangers who have left their laptops to go dance, and that's pretty common because, you know, like the music keeps, and the music and the visuals keep evolving even if you're not there. Like Laura here is just holding the fort. By the way, she made this t-shirt, this pasta gang t-shirt. Yeah, and people are like really pushing it the whole time. This is Bogo and Pablo, both from London, but they did a talk about Pasta Gang in Berlin recently, and they opened it up to the audience, just like I did earlier, but they were a bit bolder. They did like a whole set, right? Very sensibly, they disabled images. They put a custom weather to disable images, but someone was able to get around that anyway, and people are really pushing like what you can do with Noodle and things like that. And it's not just us in London. In Karlsruhe, there was a Pasta Gang performance. You know, like a Pasta Gang performed there in some capacity. Sheffield, also there was a Pasta Gang performance. I was nothing to do with it. I just watched from afar. But I think it's maybe Ljubljana that is the most hardcore, right? So with very, very short notice, Pasta Gang is summoned to perform a from scratch event. And here's Pasta Gang performing. And you see, again, all the cursors in the background. And it was great. Yeah, it was great to meet File Need this week for the first time and hear all about it. And, you know, and all the other people that I guess have connected with through this thing. Like, actually, even in London, meeting Bogo for the first time was crazy because we'd been jamming for like so often. Like it really feels like such a piece of teamwork to do this with someone where you can only see their cursor. And that's Laura. She made the t-shirt. I knew Laura before this, but this was the first time we met after both becoming addicted to Pasta Gang, and it kind of feels like it changes relationship with someone. Feels like you're in something together. I think other people do this too. This is Hannes Rector, who's a very, very keen Pasta Ganger as well. Was really excited to meet Mot4e. I don't know how to pronounce his handle. And it's been really amazing this past week, I guess, introducing the way we do this to people from around the world. So actually, that's nothing to do with Pasta Gang, but introducing this kind of live coding to people from other scenes and getting their take on it and seeing how they react to it has been great. Like this was in Error Camp last week. We had like the fun part about Noodle is that you can be all distributed around a place, or even in different places, and you're still doing something together. Pasta Gang's doing a lot more. They're writing a paper that anyone can edit. There's a blog post that anyone can write a blog post for. There's a blog, right? All of these are written by different people. Most of them are written by many people, edited afterwards. There's a podcast that anyone can make an episode for. And new Flock clients are being built to, I guess, prioritize different things, that adds different features. We want to support more languages. We want to make sure we include more people. But for me, okay, the most important thing is this connection that brings me to other people, right? I think from the start of me doing all these creative projects, that's really what I was looking for. That was always the best thing. You know, the fact that this liveness has brought me closer to existing friends and newer friends is the most important thing for me. So listen, I don't think there's any such thing as too live, right? Or maybe there is, but like we are so far from too live, right? I think we could be so much liver. That's what I've learned from all of this. I'm sick of manifestos. So I made this promise, right? And that any performance or demo or talk I do, you can join in. And I really mean that. I'm trying this for a year as a trial period, right? And this is my promise to you. You can see me, you can hear me, you can join me, as many of you have done today. Look, even these slides, right? You can go to twirl.live on your phone. Someone already has. Right? And I'll tell you why, right? Because I am not dead, right? I am not dead. I'm not dead yet. But one day I will be. I am going to die. But for now, I am alive, which means I can be here. Amazing. Yippee. Oh mein Gott. Live. The live stream has no... I forgot to turn it back on. It's fine. Get it. Be speaking to you now. Live. Right now. Yes. Which means anything. Oh. Yes. All right, thank you very much. Woo! Okay, here we go. Here it is, one of these. I am not dead yet. So, I have a recording up until a certain point of the video, and then I need to take over because the recording got broken halfway through. So the talk starts here. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? My name is Lou, or Luke, and I am not dead. Oh yeah, this is the other thing. It cut off some of the picture to start with. It cut off some of the picture. Let me show you what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to look like this, right? So you just imagine you can see the whole thing, right? You just imagine you can see the whole thing. It gets fixed very shortly, I promise. People love the fact that I'm not dead, right? They cheered it. I am going to die. I am not dead. Even though it's 1:40. But for now, I'm alive. I'm alive. Yeah. Which means I can be here, live, speaking to you now, live, right now. Which means I'm not dead. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything. Except that's not really true, is it? What? I mean, sure, I'm standing here live right now, but I'm giving you a highly rehearsed, pre-scripted talk. What? This doesn't feel live to me, right? This may as well be a recording that you watch 2 weeks from now. Yeah, nothing about this is live. I mean, look, here it is right here. This was a recursive screenshot, as you can see. And this is a video recording that 2 weeks ago, I recorded this 2 weeks ago, you know? Wait a second. I'm not live. Right? I'm not live yet. Right? No, I'm live now. But this, you were... Are you following so far? No, I'm not following. On the scale of liveness, from not live to live, you know, we're here. So real talk. Because I was trying to record my screen during this, it wasn't supposed to come up with a notes view. But I quickly hit this afterwards. Yeah, we're not live. Alex says, you're always liver than you were. Yeah, that's true. That's my medicine, that's my pills. I realized they had a good shake to them. Your brain takes time to process information, so you're never truly live. Whoa. Good, and then next, and give him a round of applause each time. So one way of being live is by doing a live stream, and we're actually live streaming right now. Yeah, we are. Here we are. It's live on YouTube. Yeah, on YouTube. And the funny thing is, we are live on YouTube. Turn up the volume here. Then it starts to become very weird for me. No, I mean, and for me. Because it just becomes very hard for me to like finish a sentence. Uh-huh. And it starts to create this feedback. No, I know. Like the microphone no, I know. Picking up, like the microphone no, I know. Picking up, like the microphone no, I know. Audio coming out, slight little bit, microphone no, I know. Coming out, slight little bit, no, I know. But I can make it worse. I know you can make it worse. I know you can make it worse. Please don't. I know you can make it worse. Please don't. I know you can make it worse. And then it really starts to create this feedback. It really does. It really does. It really does. So, in my opinion, this is even more live. Yeah, I think this is even more live. I would agree with you. Yeah, I think this is even more live. I would agree with you. I think this is even more live. Because it means that whatever decision you make, because it wants to get like stuff, and it stays it goes around. I'm getting a little bit better at speaking. I'm getting a little bit better at speaking. I'm getting a little bit better at speaking. It's definitely a challenge, I will say that. 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 It's definitely a challenge, but it's fun. 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 When you might know teach this, but it's fun. When you might know teach this, but it's fun. When you might know teach this, but it's fun. When you might know teach this, but it's fun. Lay something out, teach this, but it's fun. Lay something out, teach this, but it's fun. Lay something out, teach this. So, hopefully that explains. So, hopefully that explains. So, hopefully that explains. So, a few hopefully things. That explains. So, a few hopefully things. That explains. So, a few hopefully things. That explains. So, I think on the scale of liveness. So, I think on the scale of liveness. Probably on the scale of liveness. Probably on the scale of liveness. Probably on the scale of liveness. We're not quite 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 on the scale. Happy quite on the scale, 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 happy quite on the scale So yeah, I guess I've been experimenting with this kind of using YouTube live stream as this weird medium for creating really experimental whatever this is. Because I am not dead. I'm not dead yet, but one day I will be. I am going to die. For now, I am alive, which means I can be here, live, speaking to you now, live, right now, which means anything can happen.